You know, sometimes the most surprising truth is this: the smaller my circle becomes with age, the more clearly I understand myself. And before we even begin, let me ask you a question. How many friends do you truly have? If you can count them on one hand, please do not rush to label yourself an outsider or someone society does not accept. The truth might be far more interesting. Maybe your mind simply works differently. Maybe your depth is your filter. And the most intriguing part of today's topic I'm keeping for the very end. I have spent years working around the world, guiding women, coaching them, watching patterns repeat again and again. And now, in a moment when life feels intense for many women, I feel ready to help even more women online feel free, independent, self-confident, and capable of creating the life they truly need, not the one society tells them to follow. Before we go deeper, make sure to like and subscribe, because this conversation will challenge your beliefs. And the twist in the final reason is the one people never expect. So why do smart people reduce their social circle as they get older? Reason number one, they prefer quality over quantity. When we are young, we believe everyone we talk to is a close friend. The more people around us, the more successful we seem to ourselves. But with time, we understand that real connection exists only with a small group whose values match ours. And this is where the story begins to get even more intriguing. Smart people understand that meaningful relationships take effort, attention, and emotional energy. They know real closeness is not built by accident, so they invest only in those few who truly matter. The rest of their energy goes to learning, growth, family, inner work, and passions that give them strength. And naturally, their circle becomes smaller but deeper. If you feel this happening to you, stay with me, because the most paradoxical reason is still ahead. Reason number two, changing priorities. As we age, our lifestyle, habits, and interests evolve. It is like the story about the jar of lightly salted cucumbers. If you put a fresh cucumber into the jar, sooner or later it becomes like the others. If you choose a healthy lifestyle, exercise, care about your well-being, then people who share these values remain by your side. Those who refuse to grow, who cling to destructive habits, who dismiss your goals or try to convince you that your dreams are nonsense, simply fall away. At this point, you have two paths. Stay with those who limit you, or move away from them and stay loyal to yourself. Most intelligent people choose the second, but this is only the beginning. The next reason explains why some people disappear even when nothing dramatic seems to happen. Reason number three, a perceptive nature, and this is where things get fascinating. With age, smart people begin to sense others almost transparently. They notice false notes, insincerity, manipulation, and hidden motives long before they are spoken aloud. And because of that, they become selective about who they let close. If they feel used, disrespected, or exposed to toxic behavior, they do not tolerate it. They speak honestly, they defend their boundaries, they do not pretend everything is fine when it is not. And many people simply cannot handle this clarity. They do not want to hear truth, they do not want to reflect on their own behavior, so they step back and disappear. This is why intelligent people tend to have a circle that can handle honest conversations, objective feedback, and direct communication. These are people who value truth more than comfort. Have you ever noticed that you sometimes see through someone long before they reveal who they are? That you understand their intention sooner than they expect, and then, almost naturally, they start fading from your life. But do not think this is the main reason yet. The next one explains something even deeper about loneliness and maturity. Reason number four, the preference for solitude. Every one of us needs moments of silence, but in today's world, there is almost no silence left. Information flows at us from every direction: phones, news, social media, conversations. People forget how to hear themselves. Many are afraid of being alone with their own thoughts because silence brings difficult questions. Am I living the life I truly wanted? Am I honest with myself? Do I spend time with the right people? Do I even like who I am becoming? Most people run from these questions. They bury themselves in the problems of neighbors, relatives, or anyone else just to avoid facing their own truth. But smart people can face themselves. They do not fear quiet moments. They choose solitude, not as isolation, but as clarity. They read, think, analyze their year or month, look at their goals, question their decisions, listen to their real desires. For them, a peaceful evening alone sometimes gives more life than a crowded event. And because they enjoy their own company, they do not chase constant social noise. Naturally, their circle becomes smaller. Yet the most unexpected reason why this happens is still ahead. And it explains why depth often frightens people. Reason number 5, emotional maturity and sincerity. And here is the paradox. Smart people like honesty. They enjoy saying what they truly think. They do not pretend. They do not wear masks of success, glamour, or endless positivity. They do not enjoy small talk, empty gossip, or the same repeated conversations that lead nowhere. They prefer meaningful topics, spirituality, growth, self-realization, real life. And this frightens many. Honesty often scares those who hide behind social roles or who build their life on appearances. It is easier for them to avoid intelligent people than to face depth. As a result, only those who value sincerity, who speak openly, who live without masks, remain close. This naturally leaves a small but powerful circle. But here is the question I always ask myself. Is the goal to have many connections or to have a few that are real? The truth is, authentic relationships support us, lift us, help us overcome difficulties. Even a small number of true friends is a treasure that does not reduce with age. And now, let me finish with the reminder that ties everything together. And remember, in small towns and small communities, people often form the strongest bonds. They value sincerity, they stay true to themselves and to each other, and that quality never fades. If this Assist's message resonated with you, like and subscribe. I want this space to feel warm, honest, and safe for every woman who is searching for independence, clarity, and inner strength. Stay with me if you want more conversations like this. There is so much ahead, and I want you to be here for all of it. I wish you a circle where you can be fully yourself, and I hope there will always be someone near you who sees your strength and values your truth the way I do.